Hey everybody, Playtendoguy here, aka P, and today we're going to hit the road and do a bit of shopping. Today we're going to King's Lynn, and I hope you enjoy the journey. Let's go! Right, we've finally made it into the historic town of King's Lynn, which was originally known as Bishop's Lynn, then just simply Lynn. It's a seaport and market town in Norfolk that had a vibrant past as one of the major trading ports in England. Right, first stop of the day is Poundland. Let's see what they've got in. First up I'm seeing is Saints and Soldiers 2. Yet another Bond title in Poundland, and this one is George Lazenby's On Her Majesty's Secret Service, a really good film. And a new recent addition, Peter. The rest of the store had a typical amount of stuff that you'd find in any other Poundland, like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, though they did actually have a copy of Zootropolis here for only £2, which is an absolute bargain. Next up we're hitting Morrison's, and this Morrison's don't actually have quite a lot of Blu-rays, but they do have all the major releases like Wonder Woman, The New Mutants, and so on and so forth. We also have quite a big selection of DVDs such as Bill and Ted, Mulan, Trolls, Scoob, Sonic the Hedgehog, even Mr. Ben. Continuing on, we've also got box sets like Peter Kay's Car Share, Open All Hours, and quite a lot of straight to DVD stuff. There's also Knives Out here, as well as Skyfire and Rambo Last Blood. We're in Tesco now, and they do have quite a bigger selection here. We have Ghostbusters, as also The Gentleman there for £7, The Running Man for £7, Bill and Ted, Face Music and Mulan, and Wonder Woman 84. Some of the Blu-rays are actually 2 for 18, which isn't too bad. There's also Mulan there with the lovely new slip. There's also The Secret Garden and that lovely Star Wars set, even though it's got a giant hub on it. It's a decent selection of stuff, but it's not the best I've seen in Tesco. Continuing on the DVDs, and it's a typical selection of all your usual stuff. You've got James Nesbitt in Bloodlands, Barb and Sal, whatever the heck that is. There's also a few other titles here, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Bloodshot, and, well, wait a minute, and he's moving too fast for me. There's also a load of Disney stuff here. It's all on offer. They actually did have Ralph Breaks the Internet for only £3 on DVD, which is a bargain. And there's also some of this Warner Brothers Slip stuff. Moving on to the games now, and the Switch stuff is your typical list of Switch game. There's Monster Hunter there and Pikmin, which are both great titles. Onto the PlayStation stuff now, and it's the typical mix of the same old big old games. Watch Dogs, Immortals, Cyberpunk, Spider-Man. A few PS5 titles here, but no PS5s. Also, there's Need for Speed Heat. Last stop of the day is One Below. Straight at the entrance, they've got Starlink stuff in a massive, great big tub here, £1 each, and this stuff used to go for like £10 when it first came out. Utter madness. On to the actual Blu-rays now, and they've got this little stash underneath under the shelf, and it's a mix of Area 51, I think, with Samuel L. Jackson. There's 15 to 17 Paris. I haven't got a clue. The Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba, not too bad for £1. That's quite a recent film, if I remember. A few others here. We've got Sex and the City, Goosebumps with Slip, not too bad. The Emoji Movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, the up-team version of it, another 15 to 17 Paris, and The Adventures of Hercules, which is quite a surprise to find here, under the 101 Films label. There's more at the back here. Let's see what they got. Bad Neighbours, and a couple of copies of Gone. Onto the DVD stands now, and it's your usual mix of The Maze Runner and Journey to the Centre of the Earth. We do have a copy of Contagion, but it's a bit too similar to what we're actually living in at the moment now to actually watch. Continuing on, there's 48 Hours, which is an Eddie Murphy film, and actually does look quite good. We have Sweeney there with a Slip, which isn't too bad. I haven't seen the film. It's probably a load of rubbish, but it's not too bad for £1. There's also something there called Bad Land, and also The Three Musketeers, which was quite a fun little film. There seems to be other films here. There's one here called Next with Nicolas Cage, and there's also an X-Men film here. I think it's the third one, Last Stand. Also another look at this, 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy. There's Jean-Claude Van Damme, Argo, Bad Mums, and there's also a Hangover box set there. The first two films for £1, not too bad on DVD, and there's also Paranormal Activity, which I couldn't get very good footage of. More Smurfs and The Interview and a few other kids DVDs, nothing really much there. There is a copy of season 1 of Hannibal on DVD, which isn't too bad for £1. And there's also this like Ben Stiller collection, which includes 4 films for £1, which is a bargain. But I didn't pick it up because I'm not really keen on any of the films. Oh, and there's that Contagion film again, because, yeah, I don't really want to watch that. We're home, people, and today these are the pickups I got. From H&V, we did find a copy of Blade of the Immortal for $7.99. I didn't get no footage from H&V because it was way too busy. From One Below, we did pick up The Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba and Kate Winslet for £1. And the one-on-one release of The Adventures of Hercules for £1. And the final pickup from One Below is 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy. I also did pick up the other day, yesterday in fact, The Legend of Tarzan for £2 from Poundland with a nice slip. And also from H&B is the Graveyards of Honor box set for £20. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And until next time, stay safe everybody.